Hello and welcome in as we continue previewing the Wildcats' season opening matchup as they take on Peru State this weekend up in Peru. I'm joined by senior defensive lineman Jalen Smith. Jalen, thanks for joining us
Thank
today.
you for having me.
What's the excitement level going into Saturday? What are you looking forward to seeing from the team up there at Peru?
The guys are excited. We've had a great week of practice this week. I know I've been really focused on getting the details right. I know it's my 5th year, so done a lot of football, played a lot of games, so just kind of getting that process down of focusing on the tasks you need and ready to go.
Yeah, facing a Peru State team, we talked about it a little bit with Coach on them bringing back a lot on both sides of the ball, and always tough playing at their place there at the Oak Ball. So what's that like? What are going to be some keys for you guys defensively? What do you guys need to do to have a strong start and have a successful game up there in Peru?
I think one thing that Coach always preaches us is to start fast on both sides of the ball, regardless if it's offense or defense, but especially defense. I've played in the Oak Bowl, I think, 3 times now in my college career, and it's always a great atmosphere. It's always lively. The fans are yelling, the student section's going, so it's always a fun place to play. But I think if we start fast and we kind of jump them and get them first, I think we'll have a good chance.
Yeah. And also mentioned this with Coach, kind of new faces there on the defense, really bringing in a lot of new guys. Only a handful of you guys there as some returning starters on the defensive side. What does that do for your role on the leadership side of things, kind of helping integrate these newcomers, freshmen, and transfers and buying into the high standards that Baker defense has?
Yeah, I've loved it, honestly. I know in the last spring, our coaches really preached leadership. I mean, like you said, we're a really young team, so older guys, we got to step up, and I think that's what we've done. I think we've done a great job of stepping up and be the leaders. I know when I came in 23, our whole team was old juniors and seniors, so it was a team full of those type of guys, and now I'm that guy, so I think it's been a great thing for me to step up and do that. I love it. I love our guys, our young guys. We got 27 D linemen, so it's a great room. We're all having fun, and I really connect with those guys. It's kind of not keeping me young, but in that sense of keeping me young with the new guys because I've been in their shoes. So it's kind of cool to see their journey, and I've had a real good fun time doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to see that circle of things. You get to see the young guys come up now. Let's talk about the defense just as a whole, the program as a whole. Always one of the toughest in the NAI, super well respected. Led the nation in defensive touchdowns last year, led them in interceptions the year before. How special is that for you? What does that mean to you to kind of be able to play for a program that has such high standards on the defense? Not only that can shut out opposing offenses and stuff like that, but you guys are used to scoring points and kind of contributing offensively. What's that like to play for the program?
We call our defense for the dark side, right? So the dark side is you have a certain mentality when you play for the dark side of like, we are the best and we're going to show teams that we are the best. I mean, just start with our defensive line across the board, me and starting tackle Marquise, we're roommates. So every day is like we're competing against each other. Our goal is who's going to be the All-American first. Is it going to be him? Is it going to be me? And then same thing with our DNs. Zach Schneider and Malvo, they're competing to see who's going to be the best. And we're all competing against each other to see who's the best D lineman. And if we do that, I think we'll be good. And then go to our linebackers. I mean, I've been lucky enough to play every year here. We've had an All-American linebacker. And it seems we've had that trend for, 10 years plus, that every year there's another All-American linebacker. So we're competing with those guys behind us to see who's going to get the tackles, who's going to make the play. So that's a really cool dynamic. And then our DBs are always so great. I know the Porters and Caden Donovan. We have such a good dynamic on defense, and we're all such a tight-knit group that we just play so well together. We know how we play, and we all kind of on the same page. You don't have to say it as much. You don't have to talk. We don't have to, really go into details of how we do it, but we're just in sync somehow. And when we're at our best, not many people are better than us.
Yeah, that's going to be special to see this year. Really looking forward to it. Let's get to know you a little bit here more on the personal side. What's your major here at Baker, and kind of what's your plans for after graduation, senior season?
So I'm a sport admin major. This is my last semester, so I will be done in December. And I haven't really put too much thought of it. I know I've been in college for 5 years, so I probably should have thought of this more, but I'd like to go into coaching. I mean, my dad's the head coach, so it's in the family. It's always been in the family. Baker football has always been in my family, so I think something to do with coaching would be great. Or if not, I would love to go work for high schools, admin section of high school. I think just interacting with the youth and like youth coaching is like a dream of mine. So I think that'd be really cool to give back to the kids.
Yeah. What's been your favorite memory here at Baker? Either on the field or something off the field. What's your favorite memory?
So I'll go a little history. I'll go on a little tangent here. So I've been around Baker football since I want to say 2009 or 10 probably.
Yeah.
So I know it's a joke, but I always say that not many people have gone to more Baker games than me and my mom. So for 10 years straight, I think we went to about every Baker game we could. So I've seen so many teams. It's funny, we always joke about with the coaches. At one point, I saw every coach on our staff play in college, and now we got to the point where I've played with half our coaching staff in football. So I've been around Baker my whole life. I would say my favorite moment, it's actually kind of a funny story. I was playing in a football tournament in Ohio with my grandparents, and it was the same day, I want to say it was at 2016 when they went to national championship.
Yeah.
Is when they played, I think it was it Eastern or Southern Oregon?
Eastern Oregon.
Yep. So we're driving in the car, me and my grandparents, and we're listening to the game on the radio in the car, and all we hear is blocked field goal by Baker. They scored it, and it was like, I think it was like a minute left in the game when they did that, and it sealed the game for us to go to the national championship. When we heard that on the radio, my grandfather like swerved the car because we started going crazy in the car. And I mean, that was like a crazy moment. And then also just flying national championship, the whole experience was crazy. But I have so many Baker stories, but that was a favorite of mine.
Yeah, what a highlight there from 2016. Great perspective from your end. Obviously, seeing it from such a young age, now playing in it, really neat. Let's just finish it off here. Again, you'll have a great perspective here. What does it mean to you then to be a Baker Wildcat? What does it mean to be getting to play football here?
Yeah, I mean,
program you've been around?
It's everything. I mean, since I've grown up, I never imagined myself really playing anywhere else. Like, everybody wants to go to a big school, D1 or KU, Kansas around here, but it was always Baker football. Like, I mean, that was my whole life growing up. And after we moved to Iowa when I was in high school, I thought that was over. I thought that was it. And then somehow, some way, we ended up back here, and it was like dream fulfilled. Like, it was crazy that we back here. But I mean, once you're at Baker, it is hard to leave this place. It is like, it's in your DNA. I know we say Baker till I die. I got the wristband on. Like, if you're part of Baker, it's like a family, and it's hard to get away from it. And I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to finish my career here. I've met great people, great friends here, and I will never forget this place, and I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, you echo exactly the words that your dad said during his when he first came back here to start over as a head coach on, it's hard to leave Baker, hard not to come back. So really great to see that. Good luck this season, Jalen, and good luck on Saturday up at Peru.
Thank you.
Make sure to tune in to the Urban Edge Network on Saturday, September 6th, as the Wildcats take on Peru State. Kickoff from the Oak Bowl is at 6 p.m.